Hello everyone, just posting a video out there just to update everyone that if you're unaware and don't know me on Facebook or personally, there's going to be a reason why these vlogs are going to be ending until New Year. So I just wanted to put a video out there to explain why. Also, I will make this into a vlog if the Scunthorpe game goes ahead tonight, but it'll be a strange vlog from home. There's another pitch inspection at 2 o'clock today, so we'll find out if that happens. It's only 12 o'clock. If it doesn't go ahead, I'll just do this one video and then cut it out there. If it does go ahead, I'll vlog the match from home. Anyway, let me explain what's going on, everyone. Well, what's happened is last Wednesday morning, I was travelling to work on my bike, something I've done for the last 3 years without incident. However, this time, I got to the final corner towards work and I was in my lane. There was a lorry, or the front cabin of a lorry, you know, where they've got the trailer on the back, but there wasn't no trailer. It was just the front cabin and the back base with the wheels on, sort of thing. So he's at the give way point, supposedly meant to be giving way to me. So I'm cycling through and he's waiting there. However, he mustn't have seen me. And as I'm about to go past him, he's pulled out and I've had to slam on the brakes hard. And that's caused me to come off my bike. So I've gone hurtling into the air. I've not hit his vehicle at all. I've just come off the bike due to the pressure on the brakes and naturally wobbling about to try and avoid hitting him. If I wouldn't have stopped, I would have been under his wheels. But it's thrown me from the bike quite violently. And yes, I've managed to break the neck of my femur, which basically means I have broken my hip. It is fucked. So that's the story and that's the script why I'm not going to be able to be vlogging or get into the football for quite a while. So after it happened, naturally, he's drove off. What a guy. So that tells me he's either seen it happen and thought, shit, I better get out of here. Or the more likely case, I think, he's just not even seen me at all. And I don't know why, because I've got lights flashing, bright green jacket on, and I don't know how he wouldn't have seen me, especially when he was parked up to begin with at the giveaway. I'll show you a little diagram I made. So he mustn't have seen me, and he's just gone. So I'm in the middle of the road in a big heap. So traffic's obviously starting to stop around me because I couldn't get out of the road. I was in real pain and really struggling. I didn't know how badly the injury was at the time. All I knew was I couldn't move my leg and it felt like it was in the wrong place, which it was. Some guys tried to pick me up by my legs. And when they did, you've never seen a pain or sensation like it. It was absolutely incredible. I said, don't move me. If you're going to move me, you need to get me off the road because it's a very busy, dual carriageway with massive HGV wagons flying by. I don't want to be in the middle of that for too long. So I told them to grab me by my arms. So they pulled me off the road, a couple of fellas, like a dead body, laid me on the side of the road. Then naturally they've got in touch with ambulances and this, that and the other. So I'm at the side of the road in absolute agony, unable to move, unable to do anything. Conscious for it all, I didn't lose consciousness or anything. Then the ambulance arrived about an hour later. So I was at the side of the road in the rain and the cold and the shit for a good hour. And they arrived. They started putting me on the gas and air because they needed to move me from the floor onto a stretcher into the ambulance. They give me the gas and air. It didn't do much help when they actually did lift me up. You see football injuries, they put you in a big leg brace that they blow up and it hardens up around the leg. That's a fucking waste of time for me, that. But they managed to get me on the stretcher. Bad agony. They feel my leg moving inside, which it shouldn't have been doing. Gas and air pumping away into me. Got me to North Manchester General. I was in there for about 5 hours maybe, before they said, right, we're going to have to take you to theatre because you need operating on today. You need it working on. So they put me under, went to theatre. They've opened my leg up and they've drilled 3 massive pins through my leg. I'll show you those as well on an X-ray picture to pin the top of my leg, screw it all together so it's back solid, so hopefully the bones knit together again. Then operation went fine. Took me to the ward, put me on the ward with all these other cripples. And that was that. I was only in there for one day and one night, and I'm thankful I was only in there for a night because they put me on this bed that moves. It's like an air bed that stops you getting bed sores or some bullshit, as if I needed that. It moves and wobbles about, so once you get comfortable, it'll just start moving on you, so you're not comfortable anymore. It was fucking atrocious night, that. Anyway, so the following day, they took a few more x-rays, and they discharged me because there's nothing more they can do at the hospital for me. So they sent me home. I got home, my mum and Ian, my mum's husband, they've changed my front room into a makeshift bedroom / front room because I'm restricted now to being downstairs. I can't get up the stairs. I'll probably mention this a few times, but I'm not allowed to put any weight now through this leg, through my left leg, for a period of 6 weeks. So that essentially means I'm not able to walk for 6 weeks. Unaided. I've got crutches, I've got a Zimmer frame, you're about to see them. But yeah, my mobility now, till probably after Christmas, New Year, is very restricted. Anyway, so there's the reason. I know that's a long drawn out 5 minutes for everyone, but yeah, it's not been the best of times. So life has been literally flipped on its head because I've now no longer got a job. I've now got money worries about paying rent without a job, etc., etc. All sorts of shit. I'm still waiting for the police to get back in touch with me because the police did visit me in hospital because we rang the police because it wasn't my fault. So the guy drove out on me. Waiting for an update from them. If they've not contacted me by weekend, I'll get in contact with them. I've got a crime number and stuff like that, and I'll contact them at weekend if I've not heard anything. I think they did say when they visited me that they'll go through everything they can, CCTV, finding the driver, finding the company he works for, seeing if they can determine who's at fault. It wasn't me. I'm not going to break my legs on purpose, am I? And then they said they were going to post it through. I don't know. It's all up in the air like I was. So that's that. Let me just go through now a few pictures, videos of what my life is like now and what it's going to be like for until mid-December, maybe. Let's call it New Year. That's what in my head. Let's get this year done with. I started the year on a broken ankle. I broke my fibula this time in January, and I end the year on a fucking broken leg as well. So broken leg to start, broken leg to finish. But it's been a shit year in total. But Rochdale are doing quite well, and I did get to see Oasis. Let me show you my current life. This is the crude little diagram I've made of basically what happened. So if you look at the yellow arrow, that's my intended route, and the red arrow is his intended route. The yellow cross is me, the red cross is him in his vehicle. So what's happened is I'm travelling with the right of way. As you can see, he's at the giveaway markings coming out of the industrial park. So he's stopped there at this moment, right? So he stopped as I'm approaching where I've put my yellow X where I was. So once I've reached that yellow X, that's when he's pulled out onto his route, cutting right across my path. That's where I've slammed my brakes on and gone hurtling, God knows where down the road. There I went, you know what I mean? So then I've come here and ended up crumbling in a mess in a bike and broken hip. And he's come to about there, and I'm not sure if he stopped again to see if he'd seen what had happened, but he then turned and he carried on and went on his way. I've not seen him since. We don't know. So I'm in a heap here. Then obviously, because there's so many vehicles going up and down the road there, they've all started stopping because they couldn't go because I'm in the way on the road. I was dragged to the path here, so there, and that's where I lay for an hour waiting for the ambulance with people seeing what were going on. So that's what's happened. I'm coming down Pilsworth Road. I got to that point before he decided he was coming out in front of me. I've stopped, has braked, tried to avoid him as good as possible, and broken my hip. This is what the surgeon's done, everyone. So yeah, they're 3 huge screws, nails, whatever you want to call them, bolts, fucking something I didn't really want in my body and didn't really need if someone didn't drive like a tosser. This is my leg down, so this is the top of my femur, this bit. So I've cracked it down the middle here, and these nails are basically to crush the bone back together. So they've opened the top of my leg up, all the muscles, and drilled those through to put the bone together. I think there's one more image I've got of them. So they said they wanted to do this, otherwise they would have done a full hip replacement actually. But due to my age, and I'm quite active and I get out, I cycle a lot, not for the time being, they didn't really want to replace the hip because they only last a certain amount of time before they need replacing again. It's a life-changing injury that I've got here. So it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it now. It's done. That's the other image. So yeah, they're the bolts in my leg at the moment, everyone. Another quick one there. That's the picture of my leg post-surgery. It looks lovely, doesn't it, ladies and gents? And that's before I had the operation, that's my compensation face. Give me that money. I hope they get him to blame because I'm in for a big fucking payout. Well, that was the lowdown. So now let's just go through what day-to-day is going to be like for me over the next 6 weeks at a minimum. So I've got to do physio naturally because I'm not going to be using the leg all that much. Due to that, I'm going to get muscle wastage. It's going to get weak. That's what we don't want. So physio to get the muscles going. These are the exercises that I've got to do physio-wise. Roll clip. So yeah, if you were wondering, these are the exercises I've got to do. I'll just a quick demonstration with you. I'm not going to go through the full sets. So the first one is essentially, you can't really see it. It's this leg that's the problem, by the way. Pull your foot back, push it forward as far as you can. That's one of them. The second one is, see the knee here? I've got to press it without moving, so as if I'm pressing the back of my knee to the bed. Yeah, them two are piss easy. So that and the knee down, they're a piece of piss. Now comes the one that are actually quite more difficult. That knee looks fucked itself. Look how bloated it looks. So from the heel, got to pull back, bend it as far as I can. Fucking Nora. That's as far as it's going. And then obviously back down till it's straight. That's a painful one. Because obviously all the muscles here, they've been completely cut through to get to the bone to pin it back on. So any bending there, it's causing a lot of fucking pressure up here. That's sore. And the one I'm finding most difficult is the leg has got to go out wide. So keep the good leg straight. This one has got to go as wide as I can get it. Fucking hell. I can get it quite wide, but wow, that's difficult. And then back in place. So yeah, 3 sets of 12 of them every 2 hours. Fun times. Next, obviously I need the toilet and things, so how do I do that? Roll clip. With the leg, obviously, the stairs are pretty much unmanageable, so I'm restricted to downstairs. So it's a bed in the front room for me. I have opened the curtains, but I tend to keep them shut because I'm on a terrace where you get people walking past and they don't want to see a spacker in a bed, do they? I could be up to doing anything, eh? Got all my stuff set up, my laptop and whatnot at the side. This, that and the other. Naturally, this Zimmer frame now, I've got crutches and a grabber and things like that. This Zimmer frame now is my life support machine to be getting about. So I've been zipping about on that because I'm not allowed to put any weight through the leg for 6 weeks. So yeah, this Zimmer frame's a lifesaver. What does it mean for things like the bog, eh? Well, the toilet's upstairs, isn't it? So if you see that white chair there, let me see if I can get up. I'm not embarrassed because there's no reason to be embarrassed about it. Sorry, it's probably going to be wobbly here while I'm zipping about. There we go. So yeah, under there is a commode, everyone. Lovely stuff, eh? That's off. That's the surgical bags in it. So I shitting in that, basically. And once I'm done, wipe my ass, get some spray because you don't want my front room stinking of shit. Close the bag up, take the bag, turn around and get it out and basically get it binned and get it out of the way as soon as possible. For showering, I can't get upstairs because that's upstairs. I've basically got a wash bag and stuff in the kitchen. which I'm basically wiping myself down with a flannel on each day. Wet wipes are being utilised to the maximum as well. So yeah, there I am, everyone. Lovely, innit? What a fucking pain in the arse of a thing to be going through this. Bad. Actually, I will show you the piss bottle. This is it. I was just thinking, I'm only showing it you now because obviously it's basically a fucking bottle, innit? It's not anything special. I could have been fucking done with one of these. All these years of needing a piss in cars and coaches going to away games. Why did I think of just buying one of these? This absolute one of the best inventions in the world, to tell you the truth. Fill it up, pour it away, wash it out, do it again. Amazing invention. The piss bottle, everyone. Naturally, I've been in a lot of pain due to the injury. Would you like to know what I've been prescribed for the pain relief? Because I'll tell you what, sometimes I'm generally doing okay in the day, but at night time, when I'm in limited positions to try and sleep, the aches is like the most dullest, painful ache you could possibly fathom. It's insane. So it's really sore. It's obviously sore at times when I'm doing my physio on that. Let me just show you now what they've prescribed me. Some brutal medication. Look at that, everyone. Paracetamol and ibuprofen. Stuff that you can get over the counter for about 50p a fucking box. Now, this is what they've decided is good enough for someone that's fractured the femur and had the fucking leg pinned back on. Paracetamol and ibuprofen. Absolute pointless. I have been prescribed something else, which I'll show you now. I've been prescribed this due to the fact that I took this video a few days ago, actually, that you're about to see. I'm not going to be as mobile. I don't know how many times I'm mentioning the same thing, but my brain's a bit scrambled at the moment with everything. So to avoid blood clots, I've been prescribed blood thinners. So I've got to take them for 6 weeks. And this is what I do with them. Like I mentioned, so I've got to do these every day for the 6 week that I'm going to be off my feet. So let's show you what being kind of like a junkie's like, I guess. Needle out. There we go. Done like a tiny bloody thing like that, but not exactly nice to do. Top up. Got a squeeze on the abdomen. Sorry if you're all a bit squeamish. So yeah, I get a bit of my stomach here. And basically in we go. That's it. Then plunge it down. And out we go. Thanks for making my blood thin, because I can't fucking move. Bye. And that's your lot from me, unless tonight's game goes ahead. That'll be my day today now for 6 weeks. And I'm just looking at our fixtures to see what I'm going to be missing. I'll 100% be missing tonight if it's on. I think it might be on and might get abandoned, which would be really brutal on Scunthorpe, because that'll mean 3 abandonments if that happens. Boston away at weekend, not there. York away. And the home games I'll be missing. Aldershot at home on the 15th. Southend at home on the 18th. We've got Tamworth away at the end of the month. I was hoping to actually go to that for nostalgic reasons. Tamworth away was my first ever away game. That won't be happening. We've got Eastleigh at the end of this month. Might be a bit too soon, that. I was hoping to get to Boreham Wood at home on the 6th of December. However, they won in the FA Cup over the weekend, so that's been cancelled, so we won't be playing them either. The first game after the 6 week mark is Altrincham away on Mad Friday in Manchester. It might be a bit too dangerous, that. I don't know. I'll weigh it up at the time. Got Morecambe away on Boxing Day. Don't know. So the target at the moment is basically New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve. Try and get the game in before we change into 2026. Got Hartlepool at home on the 30th. That's the target, I think. Failing that, the target will be Brackley at home on the 3rd. Anyway, that's me done. So that's me updating you all on the situation with myself. Thanks for any messages that anyone sent to me personally. Thanks to anyone that messages on here. Sorry if I don't respond. I'm busy but not busy at the same time. It's crazy. And yeah, just hopefully I recover quite well, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, if the game goes ahead tonight, I'll vlog from here, and you'll know if that's happened anyway. So, but from this point, if it doesn't go ahead, it's goodbye for now, and I'll see you when I next see you in at least 6 weeks' time. Up the Dale.